Good morning everybody, my name's Jensen and I've just eaten my breakfast, but half of it is on my face. I'm glad you enjoyed your breakfast, Jensen. That's lovely. So what are we going to do today? Hello, Jensen. Jensen's trying to touch the lens on the camera. Look at his little finger. But he's got his little sprout outfit on today. There's lots of little sprouts doing Christmassy things. And it's nice and easy to take on and off. Oh! Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on. So I used ukulele to wash my hand-dyed yarn in, and I've got a huge one. So this is a lavender I tend to pick because it's my favourite. Squirt a bit in, and it's handy having this big pot because it squirts in nicely. And then I can just add some water, swirl it around and stick the yarn in to soak. Mistletoe's baby with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe's baby with you. Ooh. I'm making plans for what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you. So I'm going to leave these to soak for about 20 minutes. The ukulele, I sell smaller bottles in my shop. I do tiny little 5mm samples as well if you wanted to try it out. But I do find that this is my favourite of the wool washes. But we'll leave those for 20 minutes. So now the yarn's been soaking for 20 minutes or so. Actually it's probably been a bit long, but it doesn't matter. I'm squeezing some of the yarn out and putting it in my spinner. So normally I do this on the surface, but just so it's easier for you guys to see. For you, let's take a walk and we can follow the moon. Let's see which place we can stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream away. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. A lid on. Is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe's baby with you. I don't need any presents. So it's been spinning for a few minutes. I've stopped it and I'm just going to take it out. It's pretty much, well, it's not dry, but it's damp rather than soaking wet. Stick that on the drying racks to dry. So we've got some Lakeland Dry Soon drying racks that fold up, and they're brilliant because if you just let these down, these arms fold down and it folds down into a small bit. So they're brilliant to store away as well. But I just lay the yarn over the top of these drying racks and they're heated, so that will heat up and dry quicker than it would just on a normal clothes area. So I'm going to leave that. It normally takes at least overnight, even on the drying racks. And this is in our conservatory as well. And we have got a dehumidifier in the same room because obviously I'm drying quite a lot at the same time. We've got a second one here because we have Jensen and we've got reusable nappies. So I always have a batch of nappies on the dryer here. These are from yesterday, so they need taking off soon. But there'll be another batch later on today. We tend to do a batch of nappies every day, so lots and lots of washing. So these are brilliant. And also because we've got solar panels, if they're running during the day, the solar panels are at least giving us some energy to power these. So while Jensen is asleep napping, Adam is actually putting the yarn that's been steamed into bowls to soak in the ukulele and putting those out to dry. So that job Adam's going to do for me. He doesn't do any dyeing yet, but he's confident enough to do the sort of washing bit and lifting and moving all the steamers for me, which is helpful. So while he's doing that, I've now just cut out a stack of bags that I need to make, and I've put them in stacks according to what colour thread I need to use, so that I can get my machine threaded up with that thread, do those ones, and then obviously switch to the next thread. So I'm going to get going with those and hopefully get at least a few sewn by the end of the day, and then I can finish them tomorrow, and skein, label all the yarn that I've dyed yesterday and today, and get all those posted out tomorrow before the Royal Mail strike, which is a bit of a pain. So people who have ordered yarn clubs, I did say that I'd ship it on Friday, but there is a strike on Friday, so I'll have to ship them on Monday, I think, for those. And there is another strike later on next week, so I'm hoping that everything will get to everybody's address before the next lot strikes, which is a pain. I did have a friend of mine, I sent a parcel for her birthday, and it's actually taken a week and a half for the parcel to get there, so I'm hoping that a lot of other people aren't having the same issue and it's just her local area. So I'm really sorry if your parcel doesn't get there in time, but Royal Mail are being a right pain at the moment. I know obviously they're wanting their wages to be increased, but in terms of my business it's not really helping, because obviously my business pays for our living, mine, Adam and Jensen's sort of income. So I need to make sure everyone's parcels are sent out. So you must excuse my craft room, it's in an absolute mess at the moment. I was running out of storage, so I've popped things at the top of the units, but shouldn't be there really, but they've got a place at the moment. I had another order in from my warehouse supplier of the Knit Pro bags, and I've ordered a different style of bag. They all come in these sort of net bags, which is really cute. And I've got this new over the arm wrist bag. It's just got a little zip pocket that side. It's got press studs at the top, and there's a zip there. And again, they've got lots of little pockets inside, which is lovely. And that's the new style in the purple tweed fabric, which is called Snug, I believe. And this is called a wrist bag, and it's the Snug collection. It says wool, tweed and felt with suede inner lining. I thought they were really cute. So they've got a nice box bottom one as well. I've got those in the denim colour as well, which I'm really excited about. Really like this denim fabric. So there's that version as well. So that's a denim with the pretty floral fabric around the bottom. The floral fabric is the same fabric as the scissor cases. I did run out of these, so I've stocked up on these again. By the time you're watching this video, I'll have put these all in the shop, because I thought, well, it's best to get them on the website as we're coming up to Christmas, and if you want to have them dispatched in time for Christmas, I ought to get them up really quickly. I had another look at the website, and I saw that they did the denim version of the sort of handbag as well, so the purple twill is already in the shop, so I'm going to add those as well. But these are really nice because they're like just basically a handbag, aren't they, with the sort of box bottom there, but with the extra pockets inside, because handbags never really have enough pockets. So they've got a places to put your needles, another little pocket there, and a zip pocket on the other side. So those are going in the shop. Oh, and I've also got the duffel bag version in the denim as well. So I had this in my shop with the purple tweed, but now I've got the duffel bag in the denim as well, just because I realised how lovely the denim was. So if I open this up, you'll be able to see sort of how big they are. So they're called duffel bags, but it sounds a bit of a sort of bulky term really. They're not quite as sort of big as they say, but they're a nice size for your knitting project. Like so. You've got, actually with these ones, you've got a panel that unzips on the side, like so, So you've got a place to put all your needles and a couple of zip pockets there as well on the side panel of the duffel bag. So that's really cool. And that's the denim one, but I've got that in the tweed that I already had in the shop from last week. But they come in these lovely net bags, all of these, which is lovely. I'm saying the word lovely rather a lot. I also saw that after I'd got these folding scissors in the rose gold colourway, like this, that come in this case, and actually you can store them just fully extended in that case as well, the way they've designed it. But they do fold, but they do another version which is in these little drawstring bags, because they're the Mindful collection, the new Knit Pro collection that they've got. They've got a rose gold version, which is like that. And that's a little drawstring bag comes with that one as well. So this one is new to the shop. This one will be in the shop tomorrow, and I've restocked these ones. I love the fact that the fabric matches all the bottom of the bags for that one. I think that's all I've put in the shop. I've restocked on the doctor's bags, which I showed you the other day. Basically they sort of extend out, and then they've got a sort of secret panel. It's a little bit like a suitcase. But I did show those the other day, so I won't show you them again. Anyway, again, I've got to find places to store all these things, hence the fact I've got stuff shoved up the top of there. That's mostly spinning stuff and my bobbin lace equipment. And also, I did have stuff stored in the lounge before Jensen was here, but I can't leave stuff around anymore, so everything's come into the craft room. So hence, everything needs to find somewhere to go. But now I'm going to get on with making these bags and hopefully then have a little bit of time to knit this evening.
As long as I spend this day with you, so beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh, 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 ooh. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate bar.
So today's handmade garment is the Concorde t-shirt by Cashmerette, and it's a 3/4 length sleeve version. There are shorter sleeve versions as well, I believe. I don't know if there's a longer sleeve version, I can't quite remember, but this is my favourite one. And there's 3 different versions in the neckline as well. This is the sort of boat neck version. I have tried the V-neck version, but I found the V was a bit low on it, and the round neck for me, it didn't sit right. So this is my favourite version of the Concorde t-shirt, but I do like the shaping around the body. I feel like it's quite flattering, so I've got a few of these. So this is made in quite a lightweight jersey that I made quite a few years ago now. This is the first version I made, and I've worn it absolutely loads. And today's shawl is the Snowmelt shawl by Helen Stewart. And it is made out of some gorgeous yarns that I had in my stash that I'd got in mind to put together for ages. And then I found this shawl pattern. I thought it'd be lovely. I'll pop a link in the description bar to the Ravelry page, which shows the 3 different yarns that I used. But the Snowmelt shawl is by Helen Stewart, and it's a really beautiful pattern. It's like a half circle pattern. So there we go, that is the front and that is the back. And it's a lovely big warm shawl to keep you cosy in the winter months.
And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas moment we'll fill with love and joy. Loving so beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you.
Oh, nice.
So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you.
So today, socks of the day, I've got some black and white socks which are my Take On Me colourway with some yellow contrast toes and heels. and it's just my simple top-down sock again. Adam is wearing some gorgeous yarn made from a mini set from Ducky Darlings, and I just did a simple top-down sock again, so I will leave the link to that free pattern that I've got in the description bar down below. So I just striped them with a little bit of grey in between as well. I think that looks really well. It looks a bit Star Trek-y too. Day 7.
Day 7. Down the bottom, I'll have to move some things.
So what's your opinion of this year's advent for the Lego one? Well, not this year because it's last year's, but never mind.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
There's nothing in there.
It's hidden.
Oops. Sorry, Harry.
So we've got a sign for the leaky cauldron.
Yeah.
So are these pieces to play the game with the characters then?
I assume so, but it's working through the story by the looks of it, isn't it? So it started in Privet Drive, goes to the bank. Oh no, it didn't go to the bank. But they got the cake first and then went to the bank. And then went to the leaky cauldron, did they?
It's not really, because you've got those two the wrong way around.
Never mind.
Anyway, theory ruined.
Yes.
So I finished Jensen's little socks. Yay! Had a few hours that I was able to knit for tonight, so that was really nice. So I'll be able to get Jensen to put these on in our little display of sock wearing tomorrow, which will be lovely. Hopefully he'll stand with us. We shall see if that happens. I cast on 40 stitches for these and did 2x2 rib for, it must be about 1.5 or 2 inches for the leg. I just sort of eyeballed it. Then I knitted half the stitches for the heel flap, and I did 16 rows on the heel flap. When I did the heel turn, I basically knit 12, SSK, knit 1, turned the work, slipped 1, purled 7, purled 2 together, purled 1, and then kept doing the normal return of the heel turn that's in my sort of simple top-down sock pattern. Then when I'd pick up stitches around the side and worked around the top back in the round again, I then did the decreases on every other row until I got down to the same stitch count as above, 40 stitches. I knitted the length of the foot based on a sock that I'd got of Jensen's already that I knew would fit roughly, and was perhaps a slightly bigger for him. So I knitted about the length that I thought the decreases would take, and then I just did the normal decreases in my simple top-down sock pattern, and then did a Kitchener stitch to finish off. I can write the instructions down for you if you'd like. I will, once I've got a project page on my Ravelry page, I'll just write the instructions on there, I think. Hopefully I'll be able to get Jensen to wear them tomorrow. So today's song of the day is Mistletoe and Wine by Cliff Richard, and this is especially for my mum because she hates Cliff Richard. Adam's starting me off because he's got a really wheezy laugh. But I used to love the record when I was a kid. I actually had a physical record and I used to play it over and over and drive mum nuts. So this is for you, mum. I'm not going to be doing a podcast tomorrow because I haven't got a lot to show, to be honest, since last week because of doing Vlogmas and having lots of busy orders. So I will be just doing another working day and getting everybody's orders out before the Royal Mail strikes on Friday, Sunday, and they're also Wednesday and Thursday next week. If you've just placed an order and you're not in the UK, I doubt very much that you'll get your parcel before Christmas, I'm afraid. And it's looking a bit iffy with the UK as well, because I've noticed there's been a couple of parcels that have been taking quite a long time to arrive. I've had a couple of emails today saying that their parcel's taken over a week, so do bear in mind that it might take quite a long time to get to you and might not arrive before Christmas, but I will do my absolute best to get orders out as soon as possible. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I shall see you in the next video. Happy Vlogmas Day 7, everybody.
'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas moment we'll fill with love and joy. Loving so beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you.